guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is the day many of us have been waiting for, and that is because Jesy Nelson finally released her second single called Bad Thing. And when I tell you, I've been excited for this single ever since she announced it, and I've been excited for months for a new song from her. Excited that I was literally shaking when the premiere was going on and all that. Like, I was in the chat, I was counting down the minutes. For this video, I will go through different sections like I did for the previous review video, like I did for Jisoo's Flower and All Eyes on Me. The sections are my opinion on the song itself. The next one is discussion about vocals. Then we have my opinion about the music video. We have a little small bit about the outfits, and then my original expectations I had for this song before I even had heard any snippets. Then as for the almost last section is if I prefer Bad Thing or Boys, and the last section is just other thoughts. So we shall get started with the first one. As we all know, this song is raising awareness about domestic violence, about being abused by your partner, and the song itself is very dark and deep. I think the song itself is very beautiful, and at the first listen, it was almost like I got this wave of goosebumps all over my body, like I'm not kidding. It even had me crying at the end of the first and second listen I did around midnight, but I definitely didn't expect her to give us such, what do you say, such a breathtaking song. And I'm not exaggerating at all, I'm not being biased, this is all just truth in my opinion. I was blown away by how much emotion you can hear in her voice when she sings the lyrics, and I can say that this shows more of how talented Jesy actually is. And why I'm saying actually is because a lot of people tend to underestimate her and call her untalented and say that she's not a good singer. I mean, that's sure, you can have different tastes and all. Logically speaking, she's not a bad singer, so that's what I'm getting with that. I think this type of music fits Jesy's voice the best. It's basically like it fits like a glove, if you could say that. And about the lyrics, I can say that this shows more of how talented Jesy actually is with her songwriting, because she didn't write a lot of songs when she was in Little Mix. I think that the lyrics is like very hitting hard, and it does tell you that the song is about being in a toxic relationship and like where domestic violence happens. But I think the lyrics that hits hard the most for me personally is the lyrics that says, quote, "It'll never be easy. How the fuck you got me out of here? Feeling needy? If you gave it all, you still wouldn't complete me. I'ma keep on coming back until you leave me." Because speaking from my own experience, I've been in unhealthy relationships in the past. I've been in one that has gotten abusive, and the whole thing of feeling like you need them and stuff like that because you don't think you deserve better. You are basically very manipulated and stuff. Anyhow, I really like that this song raises awareness about such a serious topic, and I'm sure many women / men can relate to the lyrics, and myself included, and feel like they get a comfort hug by her through the song, because I felt that. It hit me in the heart at the second listen, and every time I listen to this song I can feel everything, and the song definitely gets a 10 out of 10 without a doubt. I've always loved Jesy's voice. I think it's very unique, and I feel like when she was in the band, her voice was the voice that stood out most to me. What I love is that you can hear like her emotions in the voice, and it really reminds me of how you can hear her emotions in the parts she has in the Little Mix songs Nobody Like You and Good Enough. I really love the pre-chorus a lot. Like, that's where you can hear more strength in her voice, which I really like. And I just think overall her vocals are breathtaking in the song. It's really soothing, you can feel the emotion. I think her vocals are amazing in this song, and I wouldn't change anything. As we all know, the time frame of the video is meant to be happening back in the 1960s. You can see that on Jesy's outfits, and she sure looks beautiful in every single look she has. You can see at the very start of the video that she meets this guy at a bar she works at, which kind of feels like a full circle moment if you think about it, because she worked as a barmaid before she became a singer. She then starts dating this guy, but he isn't a good man, or, well, a man at all, because you can't call a guy who treats a woman like that a man. Anyways, you can see this guy cheats on Jesy with another girl and to then return back home and be abusive towards her, which is both physically and mentally, which ends up having Jesy absolutely heartbroken, which made me cry, by the way. Like, I was tearing up a lot and then I was sobbing. And the concept of the video is to show a toxic relationship that has domestic violence happening, but staying anyway, because as you can see in the end, the guy comes back to comfort her and she leans onto him, quote unquote, forgiving him. And that reflects basically that many women stay with an abusive partner because of manipulation and being very vulnerable. I've got to say, Jesy's acting is so good. Her crying looks so real, because it probably is, but you can feel the heartbreak through the screen. Love how the storyline is built up, because you can feel all these kinds of emotions watching this music video. You feel anger, you feel sadness. The music overall is gorgeous. I love the visuals, I love the colors. It's like a very short movie, but we already get told a whole story, which I love. So the music video also gets a 10 out of 10. This one is really short. I don't think there is any outfit in this video that she wears that is bad. I think my favorite one is the orange one and the barmaid outfit, and there is not much more to say about that. It really fits the whole thing with getting the idea that this is meant to happen back in the 1960s, which the outfits are very accurate as well. This song was going to be called Bad Thing. I actually thought it was going to be a dark song, which I'm not necessarily wrong about, but I thought it was like not going to be slow like this one, and more like a badass type of song, because I didn't know what Bad Thing would be about until I heard rumors. I honestly don't wish any change for the song though. There's not that many songs raising awareness about domestic violence, and I think that's an amazing thing to do, because I love when songs do raise awareness about any kind of serious topic. Now for the one question, what do I prefer, Boys or Bad Thing? Well, there's honestly no question about it. I prefer Bad Thing over Boys over a Million Years, but I also think that the whole sound of Bad Thing is more like Jesy. And regardless of her saying that hip-hop is something that she grew up on, I think this type of music is what really showcases her voice and her talent that she has. We all know that she's so talented and that she can hit high notes as well. We have just rarely heard it. Right, so other thoughts. All I've got to say is that I'm very, very proud of Jesy. I've always been proud, and I'm glad that she's going into her roots with writing very meaningful songs, because she is credited writing this song. As you can see, that she isn't a bad songwriter, like many people like to say nowadays. I also like that she again wants to raise awareness about a serious topic in a song. I have very high hopes for her album, which she claims to be coming later this year, which she confirmed in her recent live stream she had on Instagram, but there's no date confirmed. But I hope it's coming soon. I don't want a November release like we got with Little Mix. That was really annoying to wait that many months, but it's coming and I have very high hopes. So I just want to say something, because stupid me having reading comments underneath her music video, and I know I should avoid that because first of all it's not my business, but I couldn't help it, and I wanted to see if her haters were gonna pop up there, and of course they did, because they don't have a life obviously. Anyhow, I get it if you dislike her, but don't be hateful and come say that she's making this type of song to make distraction from what happened in the past. Because that's really heartless to say. This whole thing would be handled differently if she was using the topic for the purpose of distracting from a bad past or whatever. So that's something that really made me angry to read. So if you don't like her, then good for you, but being hateful really gets you nowhere. And like, I'm not dumb. I know what the difference is between being someone that educates a person that has done something bad versus being a freaking bully. So where I'm getting at this is that the song is a very huge upgrade from boys, and I know and have seen people who claim to hate her even like this song or act surprised that, oh my god, this song is actually good. So if people like this song, including myself who is an OD4 mixer, do not hate on us because there's literally no reason to. Anyhow, I just really want to say an important thing before you click off this video, because this video is almost ending, is that I have linked a charity link that Jesy had in her description underneath her video. So if you are affected, then help and support is available in the link in the pinned comment. Let me know what you think of the song and music video down below. And if you are one of those who feel like you have a lot of hateful anger in you when you're watching this video because you clicked on this video being fully aware of your dislike towards Jesy, but you clicked anyway, don't portray like don't put that anger on me, because I have literally nothing to do with that. Anyhow, I'll see you in the next video.